So, Chad, over the weekend, I did see Fantastic Four. It was a good movie. I did enjoy the movie. The movie ticket, okay. The theater we went to, because we wanted to try a new theater, was maybe a little expensive. The experience was cool, because we paid for, like, these... The theater we went to, we wanted to try a new theater. To see if there was one, like, closer to... Because the one, like, back home... the one that we would go to back home was very, very cool. It was a good theater. The big difference I've noticed, actually, between the movie theaters out here versus, like, back home, is all the movie theaters back home, the reclining seats, like the reclining chairs, are just, like, the seats, right? I didn't realize that wasn't a normal thing. A lot of theaters, I guess, you have to upgrade your seat to the reclining seat, which is like, that's been a bit of a culture shock to me, truthfully. Can we just take a second to appreciate how beautiful this is? So we've been trying to find, like, a replacement movie theater for the one that is back home, because we don't want to drive an hour every time we want to see a movie theater, or we want to see a movie. That's, you know, that is a bit of an unreasonable request, if I can be honest. The movie theater you go to has reclining, heating, and you can order the food to your table. Yeah, it's the same way at the theater that I'm used to. I'll tell you right now, Yoshi, that is not a normal experience. I have learned. That's what I've learned. Because that's the movie theater experience I'm used to. I've learned that is not typical. At least not in the area that I live in now. And that we were going to spring for the premium seats. Mostly because, A, you get the reclining chair, and B, at this movie theater, if you upgrade to the premium seat, you get free popcorn. Granted, it's a small popcorn, but, like, it refills for free, right? So I did the math. I was like, okay, if we, like, both got a normal seat and a popcorn for us to share, it would cost this much, versus the premium seats by themselves cost this much. So that's when I talked it over with Lily, and we were like, yeah, so it's essentially like $6 for your, essentially the difference is paying $6 to be able to recline your seat. Like, okay, yeah, we'll pay the extra $6, right? But the other thing that these premium seats came with, that I had no clue what it meant at the time, was it said it also comes with a server. We were like, okay, what does that mean? That, like, it's literally somebody is going to, like, serve us food? Turns out the answer to that question is yes. So before we went to the movie, because I had to find the price of the popcorn, right? I looked at their, like, menu to figure out how much popcorn was. This was literally, quite literally, a full-on menu. Like, you could order a cheeseburger at this movie theater if you wanted to. The ticket price at your movie theater is about $19. Yeah, the movie theater we just went to, the ticket price was about $22 per person. Keep in mind, I'm literally the movie theater back home, $5 matinee, and you get a reclining seat, a reclining heated seat, and if you order food, they deliver it to you. So I think what we're learning is that bar is, like, unobtainably high for any other fucking movie theater. We get there. The server is literally a person that comes to your seat. Is my old movie theater located in the 80s? No, it's not. Like, that's the crazy thing about it, is it's not. It's just maybe the best movie theater that the universe has ever put on the planet. Turns out the server at this new movie theater is literally a person that comes to your seat, like the previews are going, and they go, "Hi, what do you want to eat?" And you tell them off the fucking menu what you want to eat, what you would like to consume, and they go, "Okay, I'll put this order in for you and I'll be right back." Sure as shit, chat. Here they come with a fucking like serving table, and they're like, "Here's your fucking nachos and queso, here's your pretzel bites." Like, it's like actually like an experience, like a restaurant inside of a movie theater. And like, so like, I won't lie, chat. That experience at first was a bit much for me. And I got a little overwhelmed, and she asked me what I wanted to drink. So I said just a water. Now, I don't drink a lot of soda pop. But if I'm going to a movie theater and I'm going to have movie theater popcorn, I'm not a big pop drinker guy. If I go to a movie theater and I'm getting movie theater popcorn, I'm gonna want to drink a soda pop. And I forgot to order a Diet Pepsi. Did an Enderman put this block here? I'm keeping it there. There's no need to call it pop. That's what it's called. Quite literally. I forgot to order it. I felt bad. I leaned over to Lily like right before the movie started. And I was like, hey, I'm going to run out there and just like... Oh no, the movie had started. Fantastic Four started. And I was like, hey, I'm going to run out there real quick. And I'm just going to like get a Diet Pepsi. And she was like, no, the lady will come back. And I was like, no, she hasn't come back since the movie started. Like, I'm pretty sure she's not coming back for the rest of the movie. That would be crazy. We're watching a movie. Turns out, A, Lily was right. I was wrong. They do come back throughout the movie, which like is crazy to me because like we're watching a movie. Like, aren't you guys supposed to be like the arbiters of no talking during the movie? But like they come by during the fucking movie and they're like, hey, because they come in like. So, like, if this is the theater, and we say the screen is here, me and Lily are up in the top row here. They have a door right here, and they come in through this door, they come over here, and they're like, hey, I don't mean to be bothered, just checking, do you need anything during the movie? Is there anything I can get for you? I want you to know, chat, on the way to the movie, me and Lily were theorizing what the server would do. And I was like, are they gonna plug a catheter into me? And like, I was like, are they gonna plug a catheter into me and attach it to our server so they go pee for me during the movie? We were like literally one step removed from that being the truth. And I was like, okay, this is a little much. I was like, I am a grown-ass man. I wanted my Diet Pepsi. I will go out there and I will just ask for it. I will just ask for the Diet Pepsi. It's okay. I can go out there and just ask and just order the Diet Pepsi. It's fine. So I went out there and I went to the concession stand and I just walked up to the person at the register. It was not my server. It was not my server that was there. And I was just like, hey. Now, granted, okay, when we walked into the movie theater, we walked up to, because the concession stand and like the front counter is like the same thing at this movie theater. I was just like, hey, can I just really quickly just like medium Diet Pepsi, please? And she was like, sure, not a problem. This was the same lady that told us how the premiere ticket thing works. And she was like, hey, just checking, like you have like premium seats, right? And I was like, yeah. And I had like passed our server on my way to the concession stand. I just like noticed it was her. I recognized it was her. And I was like, okay, she's clearly doing something. I'm just going to go to the concession stand and order this. So I went there, I ordered it, and I was like, yeah, I'm over in Theater 5. And as soon as I said that, my server turns, looks me in the eyes, and like she was in my periphery. So I turned and looked at her, and chat, I watched all of the blood leave this woman's face. Like, she went like pale. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, she ran over to the register and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to get back to you. It's just been like super busy. She looked at the lady and she was like, he's mine. I'll take care of this. I'll handle everything. Like, chat, there was like 10 seconds where I was just standing there waiting for a Diet Pepsi because there was somebody at the concession stand that I'm assuming was the manager. Like, I'm assuming she was the manager because she was wearing like a sweater and everyone was like reporting to her. So this whole situation catches her attention. Like, she's now paying attention. She looks at my server and says, did you not go back to that theater? The server goes, no, I've been trying to. It's just been really busy. And like, I literally, chat, thought I was going to get this woman fired for like 15 seconds. I thought I was going to get her fired because I asked for a Pepsi on my own. And I was like, I'm sitting there and immediately I'm like, okay, I go into fucking crisis mode and I'm like, no, she's been doing a great job. I was just impatient. I literally looked like at the person running the register, but like clearly I was directing my sentence at the manager. And I was like, no, she's been doing a great job. I was just impatient and wanted to come get this now. I was like, I didn't want to bother her. I figured I was capable of just coming out and doing it. I said these words and I was like, I just figured it would be quicker, like, and easier on everybody if I just came out here and got it myself rather than, you know, bothering somebody that's clearly like trying to work. And like, that's what I said. And that kind of like blew the whole situation over. But there was a good like 10 seconds where I was like, holy shit, this lady is about to get fired just because I didn't want to wait for her to come back to the theater. I was like, this is an awful experience. I was like, fuck, man, this is not gonna go well. You're right, Yoshi. Her job did just flash before her eyes. And I was like, no, it's not that serious. I promise. I just wanted a medium Diet Pepsi. The server's like really cool. She's doing a good job. I just like don't know the limits of this situation. Like, what am I responsible for? Like, at what point is there a point where she stops coming to the theater? Because at that point, like, the movie had just started. I didn't know she was coming back to the theater during the movie yet. That was like new information to me. I hadn't learned that information yet. So I was like, maybe when the movie starts, they stop coming around so you can enjoy your movie. And like after that, they let you off the leash. They're like, fucking, it's on you. You got here. You can find your way to the concession stand. That's how I thought the whole situation worked. Dead wrong. I thought I was going to get a woman fired, and I was like, fuck, man, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted to happen. So, anyways, yours stopped taking orders 45 minutes before the movie starts. That's the thing, is I don't think that's true at this theater. I think at any point, you can just fucking order something. You can just get something from them. So, finally, I get my Diet Pepsi, and she looks at me, and she says, is there anything else you need? And I was like, let me get more popcorn. Let me just get to a point where I do not need to be serviced anymore. Because this interaction was terrible. This was a bad time for everybody involved. Let me just be set for the rest of the movie. Thankfully, I was. My little small popcorn, and Lily's popcorn, I stole hers. And my medium Pepsi, because the medium Pepsi was, kid you not, this fucking big. Like, this big around, this big. That got me through the movie, thankfully. Because I don't think I could have handled another one of those interactions. That was, like, awful for everybody. So, like, that was a crazy experience. Like, having a server. And then, because we ordered the tickets ahead of time, like, the tickets for both of us to see Fantastic Four were $40. And then the bill for everything, chat, like for the drinks we ordered and the food we ordered, was like another fucking $60. Like, dude, they're fucking scamming people at that theater. I paid $100 to see Fantastic Four. What the fuck? Dude, they finessed me. And like, it wasn't supposed to be that bad. because me and Lily fucking girl mathed it. Okay. No, it was an old graduation gift she got. It was a $50 Visa gift card. So we fucking girl mathed it. Okay. We were like, okay. It was like $60 for everything we ordered at the theater. It was $40 for the tickets. We have a $50 Visa gift card. So really, it was only like $50 for everything, because 50 of it doesn't really count. Fucking girl math. All right. Guess what? The Visa gift card wouldn't work on their card machine. Oh no. The girl math did not pay off. So I paid $100 to see Fantastic Four. After that whole ordeal, quick aside, walking out of the theater, because you know how they put you like, you know, like single file fucking walking out. Me and Lily were behind another couple. Chat, tell me why this guy did not even make it out of the theater before starting to shit talk this movie. And he was like shit talking it in the worst way possible. It was like guy who's never heard of a metaphor complains because the title of the movie like is a double entendre. What are we talking about, man? Something tells me you're not qualified to have the convictions you have about this movie. Sorry. I calls it like I sees it sometimes, okay? Like, me and Lily were just walking out. We were being like, what I feel like is maybe the normal way to do it, which is we were walking out of the theater waiting to get away from everybody to talk about the movie. But this guy was in line talking loud as shit. Like, it's very clear to me that there were some plot points that they wanted to include, but they rushed them. Motherfucker, what? And he was like, how do you complain about such a normal ass title? Let me tell you what this man said. He said, they clearly weren't doing themselves any favor by calling it Fantastic Four First Steps. I mean, obviously, like Spider-Man 1 wasn't called Spider-Man First Step. He was like, I get that it's the first Fantastic Four movie, but Spider-Man wasn't called Spider-Man First Steps. Even the first MCU Spider-Man movie was called Spider-Man Homecoming, not First Steps. That makes no sense to me. Brother, it's called a metaphor. It's a double entendre, brother. Yes, it's because there's a baby in the movie. What are we talking about? It is very clearly a double entendre because A, it is literally the Fantastic Four's first steps in the MCU, and B, because there's a baby in the movie. Literary analysis, dude. I don't get it. So naturally, I heard him say those 3 sentences. I looked at Lily. Lily looks at me, and this is how I know that me and Lily are maybe the same person. We both hear it, like in lockstep, look at each other. Lily goes, like, that is the exact face she makes. She just goes, and then I look at her and I go, and I was like, dude. Because now once we're like in the privacy of our own car, now we can't even talk about the movie. Now we got to talk about the fucking guy that we were walking out of the movie next to. We got to talk about him first. And then we can talk about the film we watched. So like that was kind of crazy. Hearing somebody like actually hold that opinion about a movie they just watched. We talked about the guy, and then we talked about the movie, and then we talked about our experience at the theater, and we came to the agreement that if there is ever a movie that we feel calls for such a grandiose experience, the money can be worth it. Unfortunately, Fantastic Four was not that movie.